Hey, lekker een sigaartje. Oh, sorry. Hallo, ik ben Mansterr en welkom terug bij Bioshock Infinite. Bioshock Infinite, wat is het voor gegeven? Nou, deze serie hebben wij gecompleet in, jawel, het jaar 2016. Ja, we zijn dus al een poosje verder. Maar ik heb laatst Bioshock 2 er toch maar weer opgezet. Zodat wij verder kunnen met de DLC van, jawel, Bioshock Infinite. Dat is de Burial at Sea DLC. Dus we gaan niet verder met de main game. Dat hebben we natuurlijk al lang gedaan. Slechtere kwaliteit. Dus ja, mocht je de normale serie terug willen kijken, dan, ja, dan mag je dat doen. Maar weet wel dat dat 2016 was en nog niet alles bij mij zo prima stond als nu. Want dat was nog niet op deze PC. We gaan lekker door met gedownloadable content. Kijk. Ik heb alleen nog maar episode 1 gekocht. Dus ja, 2 is er ook al natuurlijk al lang. Deze vent zegt, kom, we moeten door. Kijk, hallo, welkom, kom maar. Ja, kom maar. Ja, 2 moet ik nog kopen, maar ik denk, we zijn toch wel even bezig met 1. Dus dat gaan we lekker doen. Ja, nieuw game, hè. Nieuw game. Ja, we gaan niet op easy. Ja. Hard. Nee, we gaan gewoon lekker medium. Huppakee. Kijk, hij zei weer, ga maar. Nou, ik zal mijn mond houden, want ik krijg weer waarschijnlijk een dingetje. The Wit Investigations. The moment she came in my office, I knew nothing was ever going to be the same. Nou, ik heb ons rode boeken The Wit natuurlijk. We gaan eens kijken wat hier gaat gebeuren. Tijdens de cutscenes hou ik natuurlijk mijn smoel. Dus vandaar.
Closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Deze. Elizabeth.
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will.
Oké. Nou, ik zie al gelijk geld. Kijk eens aan. Dat nemen we gewoon lekker mee. Een beetje rondkijken. Hé, tas. Ja, het is voor mij zo lang geleden. Bioshock Infinite. Sowieso een Bioshock game is voor mij heel lang geleden. Maar ja, Bioshock Infinite is sinds 2016. Al die geleden. Ik heb het ook verder daarna niet meer gespeeld.
Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know. But I know someone who does. Follow me.
Rapture. Kijk eens aan. Daar zijn we. Nog in een goede buik. Kijk eens aan. Nog geen ellende aan de gang. Hier hebben we Sander Cohen. Kijk eens aan. Rapture, hé? Wat een feestelijke... Hoi.
Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Meisje rokje zit een beetje gekkig. Meid. Ja. Als we daar niet te veel op letten dan. Hallo? Meid, wat ziet er allemaal vrolijk uit. Oh ja, rokjes weer normaal, kijk dan.
Ryan, he's a bigger fish in an awful smaller pond, you ask me.
Anything you say, pal.
If I was running things, I'd say, why just one city? Why not two, eh? Why not three?
Geef mij maar een biertje. Hoi. Ja, ik kom al, Elizabeth. Oh, ik kan ook al rennen? Kijk eens aan.
If we were all made from common clay, then Einstein would have remained a patent clerk. It's our responsibility to strive.
Here, here.
Heer. Hey! Lekker een sigaartje. Oh, sorry.
You look so sad.
Ik sta recht voor u.
Edward thinks the way to my heart is philosophical transcendence. He's brilliant. And if I wanted brilliant, I'd go to bed with a book.
You're just trapped by petite bourgeois notions.
Een petite bourgeois. Oh. Little Wonders, kijk eens aan. Oh, kijk nou. Beetje zo Gather's Garden-achtig dingetje.
What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia?
Green.
Little sisters. Atom factories.
All
It's
little girls
grotesque.
know.
Little Sisters, kijk eens aan. Ja.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture? I could compromise in Red Hook.
We're just men and women, Alan.
Come on. We haven't got all day.
Little Wonders, Cashmere, Little Wonders. Nou, Elizabeth. Oh, kijk nou dan. De Big
What do
Daddy.
they even look like under those suits?
What you mean? Are they just some kind of machine?
Boos? Oh, wat gaaf. Ik wist niet dat ze dat konden. Wat goed. Hier, de Parasite. Ik ben er alweer over. Search back. Er is niks in. Appeltje.
First on a topic before you're allowed to vote on it. Otherwise, it's just a knee-jerk response from the uninformed.
Ja, Elizabeth die denkt, waarom loop je nou gewoon niet potverdorie door? Maar ik ben in Rapture, ik wil gewoon even kijken. In de Rapture met Elizabeth en Booker, wie had dat? Natuurlijk ooit gedacht.
We can go ahead and inherit the earth for all I care. I'm fine right here in Rapture.
Nou,
Funny.
What?
You're not knowing about the little sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, I thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
You know, sweetheart, I'm spliced up particular to pleasing a woman.
wat slecht. Oh, ik kan hier glad in. Hallo. Lekker petit voertjes. Hallo.
DeWitt. The Hostic sees you, he'll toss you out on your ass again.
Maar dit is een alternate timeline of zo. Want ik bedoel, Booker die weet gewoon van alles over Rapture. Dus dan denk ik van, misschien is dit weer zo'n andere universe dat de Booker gewoon in Rapture verblijft. In plaats van in Columbia.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Nou,
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Oké. Hallo.
Refreshment, sir. Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
Oh! Houdini. Kijk hem nou eens allemaal toveren dan. Wat leuk. Ik wil dit ook kunnen. Waar moeten we eigenlijk naartoe, joh? Oh.
I went through basic with them, decent sort, but the Italians.
Zeg wel dat we daar naartoe gaan, maar ik wil even rondkijken.
Dr. Steinman told me he uses my picture to judge facial symmetry.
Darling, that line actually work on anyone before closing time.
Dr. Steinman. Hoi.
So nice that you found.
Oh, muziekje. Moet niet te hard, we moeten niet te veel naar luisteren, want dan gaat het natuurlijk glad fout met... Mooi, hè? Een rustig muziekje.
Sexual intimacy is no different than any other commodity, friend. You sell soybeans, I sell companionship.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
That's the Bible talking, pal. That's your mother talking. What does Ryan say? Petty morality? You can keep it.
Yes.
I'm not looking to be a fustified. Now there's a straight shooter. I just want to walk.
Frank Fontaine. Nou, goh, we hebben al een naam al zo wat gehoord of voorbij zien komen.
Ah, Mr. DeWitt. Back again. And so soon.
Je zegt al gauw genoeg in de drankshop. Wees lekker, vriend.
I was Italian, always keep it don't they, right? About the dispersions being made about me, huh? This legal nonsense, huh? About what Ryan warned us about is society of lawyers, huh?
Juist. Hier kan je lekker zitten. Drink champagne. Oh, we gaan geen champagne drinken, want om duur. Elisabeth, moet jij een glaasje champagne? Hier kunnen wij... nou, dat is ook al een tijd geleden. Dr. Brigitte Tenenbaum, kijk eens aan.
Are you in the know? Innovation and competition are what fuel rapture. But that fuel can be diluted with rumor or flat-out lies. The rumormonger asks, what are these so-called splicing side effects? Well, take a look around you. Do you see anything wrong with your neighbor? The rumormonger asks, why has Tenenbaum withdrawn from the public's eye? Dr. Tenenbaum is a scientific mind unparalleled, even in rapture. She's no doubt in her lab, toiling away at her next great innovation. I heard she was in cahoots with Fontaine. Merely slander from jealous naysayers. Remember, rapture competes through innovation, not cheap shots. Bridget Tenenbaum is a woman who represents the best of science and industry. In other words, she's a rapture gal. Now you know.
Juist. Brigitte. Brigitte Tenenbaum. Oh, play de slot. Doe even. Nou. We hebben wel een beetje geld verdiend. Best quit while you're ahead. Ja, dat is waar. Ik weet glad niet. Ze wil volgens mij dat we daar naartoe gaan, maar ik wil echt weer. Artist Struggle. Oh, vinden we daar... werk van Sander Cohen waarschijnlijk? Ja, dit is niet Sander Cohen. Hallo.
Just a moment. Take your time. Take it all in.
Oh, dit is freaky. Dit ook trouwens. Oké. Hier kunnen we weer even wat bekijken. Oh nee, nu heb ik de slots gedaan. Shit. Nee, dat wou ik ook helemaal niet. Hup, ik wil even hierin kijken. Gaat over Fontaine.
Are you in the know?
Hallo.
You doubtlessly sampled products from Fontaine Futuristics. But do you know why Ryan Industries saved it? Frank Fontaine, business leader and benefactor of mankind? Or was he the best friend the parasite ever had? Were you aware his businesses were a front for a smuggling ring? And were you also fooled by his supposed charity work? At his free clinic, patients became test subjects, and his orphanages were places that children disappeared into and never came out. Once they learned the truth, Rapture's Central Council called for the arrest of Fontaine Futuristics' owner. But, a coward to the end, Fontaine found a hail of bullets preferable to facing justice. The council asked that Ryan Industries assume the burden of stewardship of Fontaine's ill-gotten assets. And Andrew Ryan accepted that burden for the people of Rapture. Now all citizens can enjoy these products, free of criminal taint. Now you know.
Now you know. Nou, nu weet ik het.
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's goons for one reason, and one reason only. He built a better mousetrap.
Oh, for God's sake, Armand, you want to get...
Gaan we even naar de kledingwinkel? Goeiedag. Heb jij een jurk voor mij?
Bonjour, signore.
Oh, hallo. Yes.
Days. Her little girl's been missing for days.
I'm a complete wreck if Trudy even gets a nosebleed.
So many children.
Hey, search desk. Een banaantje. Oh, een audiolog. Suchong.
Suchong observe strangest of coincidences. On other side of a window, man in strange hat experimenting on Suchong's own creation. On plasmid. Man name of Fink. Outrage! Theft of intellectual property! But man name of a Fink is no fool. Through addition of oxidizing agent, turns plasmid ingestible through stomach lining. Mr. Ryan very impressed with Su Chong's initiative. Theft of intellectual property. Two-way street.
Fink. Juist, ik heb natuurlijk ook nog een beetje. Elizabeth wou volgens mij dat we hier naartoe gingen.
I suppose I shouldn't have drank so much when I was pregnant, clearly.
Cohen.
Mr. DeWitt, we'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
En de Cohens. Nou. Dat wordt nog wat natuurlijk. Maar ik wil eerst even rondkijken. Oh, hier hebben we wat. Are you in the know? Oh, de Big Daddy. Kijk dan, leuk.
Are you in the know? The Big Daddy may look imposing, but he's a gentle giant. Do you know all he does for Rapture? These metal jets are the hands that maintain Rapture, digging the foundation out of the seabed and guiding structural supports into place. Where do these metal mysteries come from? Sorry, chum, that's a Ryan Industries trade secret. Now you know.
Oké. Sorry, chum. Hey. Nou. Maintenance. Codetje vinden, maar dat hebben we natuurlijk niet. De watched clock. Kwalletjes. Gezellig, hè? Bij de kwallen. Zo, dat is grote.
How do they work?
Something about stem cells.
What's a stem cell?
Who do I look like? Bridget Tenenbaum?
Dat zijn die slugs. In een tas. Er is niks in. 7-Up, is dat 7? Oh nee, pepdrink. Nou, pepdrink. Ja, Yves, hè, heb je hier. Hoi.
I understand why Ryan wants to lock all of Fontaine's men up in that department store, but why on earth?
Hello, Booker. Where have you been hiding her?
Oh. Kan ik dat uitzetten? Want het is wel heel hard. Nee, dat kan ik niet uitzetten. Ah.
Another one. You got an issue with my food pal. You're welcome to put on an apron.
Ja hoor, ik kom maar even kijken. Ik moet wel zeggen, jouw sinaasappels zijn een beetje, ja, niet oké. Nee. Oh, kijk eens aan.
I had all of these visions before coming down here of utopia. Every man with his hand on the great chain, the wheel of progress turning. Every cliche you can imagine. And what is the first thing that happens when I open up shop? Petty thievery. Now I have to lock all my valuables in the closet. Remember 2076. It's the problem with coming to utopia, is that it still has the people.
2076, kijk eens aan. Nou, wat goed. Dr. Steinman.
When Ryan take over Fontaine Futuristics, scene of terrible violence. Splicers burning each other to bits. Lucky ones not killed, sent to department store prison instead. Suchong think he dead man too. But then Ryan comes to Suchong and says, Suchong want to be buried in filthy store, or Suchong want to make a good salary? Work for Ryan. How much salary? Asks Suchong. This Ryan find very funny.
Je zou maar een hele dag hier een beetje moeten dansen. Zo, huppa. Nee, kom maar lekker naar Cohen. Ik ben heel benieuwd.
Private party. No entry without invitation.
Sorry about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of. They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the artist struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any.
Juist. Dus dan kunnen we Search the Golden Rule, Rapture Records of the Artist Struggle. Nou, deze dichtbij.
What brung you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt.
Lekker lange nekjes, kijk dan.
Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
A fine day to you both.
Hallo. Hoe is het met u?
Excuse me. Lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
I beg your pardon?
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice?
I can assure you that...
The assurances of a grave robber are of no interest to me. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
You come into my shop and talk this
Cohen sends those masks out in some kind of box.
Get your hands off me!
Damn. Must be somewhere else.
Hoop geld. Hé, wat doe jij nou ineens hier? Ja, ik hoorde dat er iets gebeurde, maar... Oh.
Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Ja.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the artist's struggle or Rapture Records straight ahead?
He gets that from his father. No one
Kunnen we even naar Rapture Records? Was het ook alweer? Oh, daar, kijk eens aan. Hoi.
Look around, please.
Waar ze dus... Oh!
You see that dish I walked in with? Well, you give her the star treatment, pal. That'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
Sta hier raar.
True name, but of course, covered by Mr. Reinhardt.
Reinhardt.
Lovely. Isn't it lovely?
Gotta find that box. Nothing. Well, only one place left.
Especially something in this vein. It's almost primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest music touches us.
So we never knew it.
Yes.
Can you turn it up? Oh, it's so intoxicating.
But also powerful and math. I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing. Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. You ever met the man?
Juist, hier. Artist's Struggle. Kijk eens aan. Zo moet iemand zo je winkel in komen rennen. Hoi nog.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open my mouth for fear of what foolishness might tumble out.
Would you like me to tell
Oh,
you what
shit.
it means?
Where was he hiding that
Oh,
box?
I would like so much to understand.
In this piece, Cohen intended to show us the struggle of the great man, condemned to breathe the swampy air of the parasite.
You see all that?
Ik wil niet even niet juist donker worden. Oh.
There you are, you little son of a bitch.
Oh, what's this one? Oh, please, it's so beautiful. There's so much to think about.
I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Nou, kijk eens aan. Wat kan zij dit goed? Wat een vrolijkheid. Ook met die muziek. Hippa.
Good. You've located the mask.
Juist.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Oh nee, hè? Waar is het nou? Ga eens aan de kant.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeepers. You've got a bit of the grifter in you.
For that you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Ja, dat zeker weten. Nee hoor, enter the club. Even een slokje water.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
Nou, helemaal top.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen this type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Juist. Sander Cohen. Ik probeer eigenlijk even een snapje te maken van Elizabeth, maar ze draait het om. Oh, nou, ze wil niet kijken, prima. Daar moeten wij in. Ik wil dat Elizabeth me even aankijkt. Nou ja. Ik hoor al bekende muziek. Ik zie helemaal geen moer. Oh! Konijntjes.
Conduit, open yourselves to the music, to the spirit of the eternal. No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! Thus, for God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. Oh, there's no room in rapture anymore for the artists.
Nog steeds even gek zo te zien. Of tenminste nog steeds. Dat was hij dus schijnbaar al. Nou goed. Oké. Fitzpatrick ook, hè? Hij dood even later voor mijzelf Fitzpatrick. Dacht ik. Moeten wij nou naar hem toe zeker? Ja. Dat gaat natuurlijk helemaal fout. Nou ja. Meneer Cohen. Hoe komt er ook naar boven? Ik wil eerst even boven kijken. Ja, dan moeten we gaan praten en dan moeten wij daar zeker gaan dansen. Oh nee, wacht. Wie komen we vandaan natuurlijk? Konijntje met rode ogen. Nou, Cohen.
Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions? Yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Cohen, son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Oh jee. Nou.
Come, dance. Come on, dance. Feel the music. Feel the
Oké, nou daar gaan we dan.
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Sucho.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Su Chong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick!
I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Ja, dit zag ik dus al aankomen.
Mr. DeWitt. Mr. DeWitt. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Oh jee.
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. Alright, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
No, what's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
Oké. Maar, beste mensen, dit gaan we de volgende keer doen. Ik hoop dat je het leuk vond. Doe natuurlijk je duimpje omhoog als je het leuk vond. En abonneer even, dat je doorgaat de volgende keer terug. Tot de volgende keer. Dag hoor.